Greetings. Happy 2025. I'm Jody Dzuranin, and I'm Executive Director of the Ohio to Erie Trail. And this hopefully quick video will give you an introduction to the resources on our website, especially the things that have been added recently. So our website is ohio2erietrail.org, and our About Us has ways that you can find out more, connect with us, our phone number, email, all those things. But today I wanted to point you to a couple resources that are new and then the standard that many people ask about. Let's start in our news sections because that is where the two updates are that you may want to be familiar with. I'm going to start with this one dated January 3rd, our Ohio to Erie Trail Guides. At this time, there haven't been any significant changes to the route since our 2022 publication. So we still have inventory of these maps, and we encourage you to purchase one if you want that support on your ride. There's two supplement pages. So this Cleveland handout, Sunbury handout, those are helpful. So just print those and have those along with the 4-part printed map set shown here. So again, this information is in our news section. And the other one I wanted to point out is our trip planning tips. This started really literally with using Google Gemini, an AI assistant, to help plan a trip. So the basic information that came from that, they organized it for us, and then all of these green buttons they were added by myself, a human. And in many ways, the information provided here, it originally came from all of us humans that we've been collecting for a while. So using Gemini, it's just organizing the information into sort of a logical format. As we scroll down here, I want to just point out, this is one of our new resources that previously this distance grid has been available in our 4-part map set. So each part had its own sort of custom grid. And what we've heard is that, people would like to be able to view the distance, the mileage in this case, as an overall option. So here, and you're just seeing a snip of our distance grid here. So this is sort of the bottom of page 1 and then the top of page 2. And you can imagine it could basically be printed out the size of a rack card, which I believe is like 9 inches by 4 inches. And as we refine this, we may make copies of this available, but right now we have it available as a PDF, and we'll be partnering with our local convention and visitors bureaus to make something available as a resource for them. Now, I want to show you, this is where you can get the whole item. Okay, good. I didn't know if it would show up on my screen, but it is. So this is very helpful. Our board member, Bob Niedenthal, has been working on this to make it helpful, accurate, usable, readable. We're pretty happy with how this came out. So and I mean, I can explain how to use a distance grid, but I think most of the people that have been asking for it already know how to use it. Here's the the actual layout from the Ohio River to Lake Erie, all the villages and cities in between. And our stated mileage is 326, although, you know, technically our current mileage is 324. But we do still have some sections we're working on, and so, you know, a lot of people end up with more than 324 or 326 with all the side trips and things. But that's the explanation on the difference in mileage there. I want to point out these QR codes. So the northbound and southbound coordinate to our Ride with GPS files that are available. They're on our website. They're on our organizational Ride with GPS channel or platform. And I can show you where to find that from our Plan Your Trip page. And then our website itself. This is the QR code to scan to go directly to our Plan Your Trip page. So I wanted to just point that out. Okay, back to this, basically we're calling it the Trail Planning Trip Tips Organized in One Page. So you've got the basically a 7-point plan areas to look at. We've got the distance grid. Oh, this is something else that was generated from the Google Gemini. That kind of broke this into the 4 main large cities that it goes through. I say main is that, you know, Dayton is a 5th city that is, it's connected by a trail. So you could really say this trail connects Cincinnati, Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, and has easy access to Dayton. So that's one of the great things about this trail is it has access to such a variety of, we've got the cities and all the cultural and food amenities that come along with that. And we've got amazing, you know, rural areas, you know, quaint food stands and homemade food. And, you know, hospitality is extended in, you may ride your bike up a hill, be all hot, and find a cooler of bottles of water waiting for you. And that is one of the, you know, the wonderful pieces of trail magic that occurs on the Ohio to Erie Trail. And so, but of course, artificial intelligence doesn't tell you about the wonderful water bottles at the top of the hill in Wayne County, but we hope you will find them there. All right, so those are the 2 things that I wanted to point out that are new. This trip planning tips, but the main thing that you're going to want if you're new to planning a trip on the Ohio to Erie Trail is go down to this Plan Your Trip page. So this is where your jumping off points are for our interactive map, which I'll go there. It's here. We show our alerts here, the red exclamation points. You can go here in the left corner, look at your layers. There's all kinds of data in here. Campsites, route alerts. Look at the long-term parking options. So just, we don't turn on trailheads to begin with because it kind of, you know, clutters the map, so to speak, but all of that information available to you. Our website is available to you. It is member supported, but it's not membership required. So we certainly depend on memberships and donations to offer you these resources. but just know that you can access all this without logging in. I believe I'm logged in right now and I can see all this. So, all right, let me just go back to the news. Was there anything else on that trip planning page I wanted to point out to you? I think people have asked if there was, ways that you can learn there, meet fellow trail users, share your experiences. So there's two things I want to point out here. The visitors' videos, um, when people record their trip and share information about it, as long as they're including Ohio to Erie Trail in the name or the description somewhere, I should be able to find it, and then I add it to the playlist for any user videos from that year. So we'll be starting a 2025 channel or playlist soon, but so far there's over 100 in the visitor videos 2024. Now the other thing that people find very helpful, let's go to our Connect page and I can show you where to find that, is there is a trail enthusiast group on Facebook. And then the name includes, it's the towpath and the Ohio to Erie Trail. So you get, sometimes there's questions that only apply to one of those trails, but everyone is welcome there. Our organization participates in it, but we don't moderate it. So it's truly, peer-to-peer information sharing, but people will answer questions there. So to join there, you go to this Trail Enthusiast Facebook group. So just ask to be invited, and then I guess I would suggest you also then go ahead and search for the content you're looking for, because a lot of the common questions have already been asked. So you may be able to find your information without making a new post. So that's one point. But other than that, I think you're going to find a lot of great information on our website. We definitely have lots of content on YouTube. We post regularly on Facebook, X, and then we also have a Blue Sky. I guess I'll need to add in here somewhere. We have a Reddit community, and then we have Instagram. So, but mostly our information is posted in the news section of our website, and then these basically news articles are summarized quarterly in an email that goes to folks that have asked to receive the newsletter. We don't mail a physical newsletter anymore. I think, with the cost of paper and mailing, it just became something that for our organization, it was kind of better to invest in our website presence and offering more recent or more frequent updates through an electronic format. And so far it has worked out well for us. And hopefully people still feel like they can stay up to date with the information, the news updates for the Ohio to Erie Trail. So thank you. I will sign off. Please ask your comments. You can either use the contact us, and there's a place to fill out an email. We do have a phone number that we will try to answer questions that way, or refer you to somebody that can help get that answer. And just have fun clicking through all these green buttons, because each one is sort of a treasure trove of information. All right, have a great adventure on the Ohio to Erie Trail.